On a quiet September night in 2025, something unthinkable happened. The world's most advanced telescopes, Hawaii, Chile, Canary Islands, even orbiting observatories, suddenly went dark. For 48 straight hours, humanity's eyes on the cosmos were blinded. No warning. No explanation. 32/Atlas, an interstellar visitor unlike anything we've ever tracked. Why did Space Force, NASA, and international observatories all cut their feeds at the exact same time? Tonight, we're diving into the mysterious blackout around 32/Atlas, what really happened, why the data vanished, and what the silence might mean. Make sure you're subscribed, because the truth begins here. For months, astronomers had been following 32/Atlas. First detected by Chile's Atlas survey early in 2025, it was quickly recognized as an interstellar object, the third ever recorded, after Oumuamua and 2I/Borisov. Its trajectory and unusual brightness immediately made it an object of global fascination. Night after night, professionals and amateurs alike streamed live telescope feeds, tracing its path as it cut across our solar system. Then came September. In the quiet hours before dawn, observers noticed something odd. The comet's tail flared unexpectedly, brief, bright, like a flicker on a dying bulb. Within minutes, live feeds from major observatories froze mid-frame. The timestamps kept ticking in the corner of the screen, but the comet's trace had vanished. At first, nobody panicked. Glitches happen. Networks fail. But then the pattern emerged. It wasn't one telescope, or one country, or one data provider. It was all of them. Across the globe, in Hawaii, Chile, South Africa, Australia, technicians stared at blank monitors. They refreshed browser tabs, swapped cables, rebooted systems. Nothing. Within minutes, amateur astronomers began posting screenshots stamped 3:12 UTC with the same cryptic message, "Data unavailable." Scientists posted frantic updates on forums, only to be met by silence from official channels. The Minor Planet Center, normally a steady stream of routine bulletins, suddenly showed gaping holes where 32/Atlas updates should have been. Timestamps skipped entire intervals. Even NASA's own public dashboards displayed the same static warning, "Feed interrupted." Operational security. It wasn't just a glitch. It wasn't a backup. It was a blackout. Social media erupted. The hashtag whereas Atlas shot to the top of trending lists within minutes, pinging across continents and languages. Astronomers who had spent months following every blip and flare were locked out, watching helplessly as the object slipped further from view. News outlets scrambled for comment. Conspiracy forums lit up with theories, military cover-ups, alien contact, cosmic warnings. Even mainstream science communicators admitted they had no answers. For the first time in decades, humanity's window onto the universe had slammed shut, not from clouds, or funding cuts, but from a deliberate, coordinated action. NASA's official statement cited solar activity and operational security. Space Force added that a surge linked to the Sun required temporary restriction of certain observational data. But to seasoned astronomers, this didn't add up. Solar storms can interfere with communications, but they don't wipe every telescope feed simultaneously. They don't erase archived frames. And they certainly don't trigger classified status across international observatories. Behind the scenes, technicians whispered about deleted caches, missing logs, and quiet phone calls from government agencies. Whatever was happening, it was coordinated. Some users tried scrolling back to cached images, hoping to find a record before the blackout. But even archived frames began to disappear. Unlike typical comets bound by our Sun, 32/Atlas came from deep interstellar space, moving faster than anything we've tracked at that distance. Second, its composition. Early spectrographs hinted at unusual carbon dioxide signatures, levels higher than anything seen before. The object flared unpredictably, as if venting or accelerating. Its projected path would bring it closer to Earth than either of the previous interstellar visitors. No wonder astronomers were watching it obsessively. No wonder a sudden blackout would spark global panic. With official channels silent, the world filled the void with speculation. Some believed the object wasn't natural at all, maybe a probe, or debris from a long-lost civilization. Others thought it might be carrying biological material, a cosmic Trojan horse. A few claimed it was on a collision course, and governments were hiding the truth to prevent mass hysteria. Skeptics countered that this was just a cybersecurity test, or a glitch amplified by social media. But even they admitted, the timing, the coordination, the vanishing archives, none of it looked normal. On the third day, the feeds slowly came back online. Telescope dashboards flickered from static to live images. But something was different. The comet looked dimmer, its tail less pronounced. For many scientists, the damage was done, not just to the data, but to trust. Today, months later, we still don't know what really happened during that blackout. In an age of open data and live streams, someone still has the power to flip the switch. And the next time it happens, it might not just be one interstellar visitor. It might be something far closer to home. If this story sends chills down your spine, you're not alone. We're living in an era where the lines between discovery and secrecy are blurring. Objects like 32/Atlas remind us that the universe still holds mysteries we're only beginning to glimpse, and that sometimes, those mysteries get taken away before we can even look. Here on this channel, we dig into the stories others can't, or won't, tell. If you want to stay ahead of the next cosmic mystery, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video with friends who care about the truth. Because the sky belongs to all of us. And the more eyes we have on it, the harder it is for anyone to make it go dark. Thank you for watching my channel.